If you want to get started doing some of these Omor Vision Game Camp tutorials, you're going to have Unity on your computer. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to install Unity. First, I open up my browser. I'm using Chrome. And I'll just type in the search Unity download. And pretty close to the top, there should be a thing for downloading Unity. So let's click this link here and see what it takes us. And here we go. This is the Unity site. Download Unity. So here, choose your Unity and download. I'm going to pick that. All right. So there's different versions of Unity. They cost anywhere from Pro to Plus, and Personal is just fine for any of the tutorials we have here. So I'm going to try the Personal. The Personal is free. So I create these terms, and then I accept them. And then I press the download installer for Windows. I'm on a Windows computer. And first thing it has is there's an installer that wants to download. So I'm just going to install this to my downloads folder. And here's the latest version, 2018.2. I'll just say save. And I have a version there. I'm just going to replace it. So the installer is not Unity itself, but it is a thing that's going to run to install Unity for us. So here in my Chrome browser, I could see that it finished downloading. So now I'm going to click on it. And it says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? And I'll say yes. And you could read this. It's going to guide me through the installation process. Click next to continue. I click next. And some more terms and service agreement. You see how fast I read? All the way down the bottom. I accept. Next. Now here's a part where you should pay attention to. 1, we're going to need to check the Unity. We have to have Unity installed. Okay? I plan to make games for Android, so I'm going to put Android support so I could compile my game for Android. I don't have any iOS devices, so I'm not going to check that. Here we have .NET build support. I'm going to check this and this. WebGL, this is for compiling to make a game work on a browser. So I'm going to use that. And of course, I have a Windows computer, so I'm going to check this. You must check the Unity install. Everything else after it is optional, depending on when you make a game, if you want to compile it to work on that target. Some people have Macs and not Windows computers, so you may want to click this one for Mac build support. There's documentation that comes with Unity, but let's see how big that documentation is. 390 megs. If you click this, you'll have the documentation installed on your computer. If you don't, it's okay. You could always use the internet to go search up stuff. So I have a Windows computer. I must check this. And I have this checked so I could build for Windows. And everything else is optional. So this is what I have set up, but you must have the Unity checked, okay? And if you have Mac, I suggest you check the Mac build support. If you have Windows, I suggest you check Windows build support. If there's something you don't check here that you find later that you want, you could always go back and run an install again and check things that you want at that time. So what I have currently selected, this is going to take 7 gigs on my hard drive. I'll say next. So there'll be some files that it uses just for the installation, and then they'll be removed after the installation. So I'm going to leave it with this one. Download files to a temporary location, and then remove when done. And Unity is being installed to the default location on my Windows computer. I'll leave it that way. Then I'll click. Oh, this says how much space is available on my computer, 131 gigs, and the total space required will be 8. So it'll fit on my computer. All right, on the screen I click next. Now, this is the part where the video is going to go fast because if I stay here talking to you, it'll take forever. There we go. Installation complete. Now I click the finish button. And let me close the browser. And what you should have on your desktop is a link. I know I had one already before I started the installation, but being that installation just completed, I should have a link here to Unity. Okay, so that's step one.